Go.
Our team name is OctoPie, and this is our logo.
Problem identification. The problem we're researching is that artifacts in underwater caves can be hard for researchers to find.
What flooded the caves? After the Ice Age, most of the ice melted. This flooded plateaus and valleys and caves and turned them to underwater caves and lakes, flooding ancient civilizations and making their artifacts hard to find.
Tamja Blue Hole. The Tamja Blue Hole is the deepest blue hole in the world. People have yet to reach its bottom. This contributes to our project because it could contain historical artifacts.
Cueva de Vigiluz. Cueva de Vigiluz is a cave in Mexico that has toxic gas called hydrogen sulfide, which can be perilous for divers to retrieve artifacts from ancient Mexican civilizations. It can even have, it might even have new species evolving.
Problem analysis. According to the NSS, hundreds of fatalities have occurred in cave systems. The main 5 reasons for divers dying in the caves are getting lost, running out of oxygen, putting the wrong oxygen in their tank, going too far, or lack of experience.
Problem analysis. Hydrogen sulfide is a toxic gas that can be found in caves and smells like rotten eggs. It is also in Tamja Blue Hole and other places. Loss of visibility and disorientation. A buildup of bacteria in the lower anoxic layer of the water makes for a very dense, cloudy, and very dark water, which makes it difficult for a diver to see, and they might even get lost. Chemical toxicity. H2S or hydrogen sulfide can also be found in air pockets, so when a diver goes up to get air, they breathe it in and they die.
Problem analysis type squeezes. According to the NACD, cave floors are often covered in incredibly fine silt, clay, and organic matter, though the water can drop from crystal clear to pitch black in a matter of seconds. The equipment entanglement. Hose failure and breaking gear is another way that divers can die. Another fatal thing is over panicking from stress, which can be caused by claustrophobia and hyperventilating.
C.
Problems with SCBAs. SCBAs have some problems. We're here to fix them. If your SCBA runs out of oxygen, you could die. It won't let outside air in, so if you run out of oxygen, you can't refill it, or and even if you're safe, you won't have much time to explore. Less exploring time equals less discoveries.
There are existing solutions. ROVs or remotely operated vehicles, AUVs or automated underwater vehicles, and improved scuba gear.
ROVs have tethers which can get snagged and on rocks and cut, which cuts the power supply, and it doesn't allow the people who are controlling it to see. AUVs, autonomous underwater vehicles, which have a lack of intelligence, and they have sonar blind spots, which means that the sonar can't see everywhere. Improved scuba gear has 2 double tanks and streamlined gear, which is really tight. Our solution. Our solution is a robot that will dive down and it will look at its surroundings of the cave system, and then it will find the artifact and it will go back up. It has AI to recognize the cave system and the artifact. It has a battery because it needs to be powered. It has treads because that way it can go on land too. It has a fisheye camera, that way it can see all around it, not just like a regular camera. It has a sonar, that way it can see the entire cave system. underwater lights. That way it can see even in the dark, even the very fine silt in like deep area. It has a LiDAR. That way it can map its surroundings in extremely high resolution. It has a chemical sensor to sense any toxicity. That way it can tell divers who are going down to retrieve the artifact if there's any chemicals down there. And it has a reattachable charging tether, which will send the robot down without any battery. That way it doesn't waste battery, and up without using any battery, so that it can use all of its battery in the bottom half of the water.
So we met with two experts. One was Ms. Rosie Beck, an underwater robotics coach.
And another was Mr. David Waltz, which was a Navy electrician and a cave diver.
Yeah.
Here is a more detailed model of our robot, though it's not really perfect. So this is the tether. This is supposed to be the battery pack. These are sensors like sonar or LiDAR or chemical sensor.
And then
And this is supposed to be a camera with the light.
and
This is the propeller, and these are the treads.
Mr. David Waltz and Miss Rosie Beck contributed many ideas, such as the chemical sensor, charging tether,
LiDAR and sonar.
We share with YouTube professionals, schools, friends, family, and neighbors. And these are some more